Hey everybody, welcome back to Halfway Farms and Outdoors. A little something different today. Want to change oil in this 1955 Willys Jeep that I restored. Been in the family almost its whole life. But I haven't run it much, so I want to warm it up and stir the oil up and stuff like that. So let's get this oil off of it and the filter off of it. I always unhook the battery. It's still a 6-volt system with a generator. It works just fine. I always unhook the battery cable just in case while it sits here. So I'm going to clean the battery cable up in the post and we'll get it started. Put the hood down and get it started. So hang in there with me and we'll try to get this done. Hey, if you're new to this channel, please consider hitting that little subscribe button down below. And if you're a returning subscriber, just welcome back. I want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. I always appreciate them, and I hope to keep bringing content that everybody likes. And if you do like this kind of video, consider hitting that little thumbs up button if you like it here. So with that being said, let's get going on this thing and I'll get you set up. All right. Yeah, I got you set up on my head strap so you can see what I'm doing here. I'll get this off here. Yes, it did call for regular straight 30 weight oil. Just set it over here on my mower for now. And there's a tool. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Hey, this thing, I bought this at Harbor Freight. You can get these dirt cheap at Harbor Freight for cleaning battery posts. And I don't know if you can see real well how dirty that is. So watch this. I mean, it sounds silly, but a lot of people use sandpaper, and I used to use sandpaper, and I thought, well, I'll try this one day. And you give it a few turns. Hey, can't beat that. So here is my positive terminal. And these things here, you just give it a twist, out they come, set that there, and put this end down in there. Give it twisting, kind of push against the sides if it's loose. Just like that. Put it on there, put this up. Don't need it anymore. Lay it over here. That's on there good and tight. Yes. Take a wrench. Tighten it up on here. Tight enough. Let's check the oil. Just in case. It don't burn oil or anything. Rebuild engine. Oh, we're in good shape. A little bit dirty. That's why I was wanting to change it. And let's check the antifreeze. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it down in there. You don't want it too full because it just comes out this tube. And these old vehicles don't have overflow tanks. It goes down and it'll spew out straight onto the ground down there. 6-volt battery, 6-volt generator, 6-volt starter. It's all rebuilt. So let the hood down. And I hope it's got enough battery voltage to start. There's that. Find the key. My GoPro stuff. Let me get this wrench out of my pocket here. Alright. The old original key for it. And believe it or not, you really don't need a key. You do, but you don't. If you do it the right way, use a key. Alright, yeah, 3 stick shifts. We're in neutral. The key goes in upside down. turn it on. That's all you do with it. That's it. Give it some choke. Push the clutch in just in case. And then you reach up here with your toe. That's a starter button down there. Oh, come on. I don't think it's got enough to get it going here. Let's try it one more time. A little choke. There we go. We are running. Plug the charger. Put the hood back there. Yeah. Alright, the whole point of starting it up is I guess you see where I need to change oil in it. I need to get it warmed up a little bit, kind of stir the oil up. And sounds pretty good. I might have to adjust the valves in it sometime. Let it get broke in good. It's a completely rebuilt engine. So we'll let that warm up a little bit, and I'll show you changing oil in this thing. All right, I'm back. Finally found the right socket. It takes a daggone 1/8" socket, because right there is the humongous drain plug for this oil pan. Everything is made out of big stuff. It's heavy steel, no aluminum. Everything's heavy duty in this stuff. The 55 Willys was 1955 was the first year of the CJ5. So what happened was after World War II, there's a whole bunch of extra military Jeep stuff. So the way I understand it, they were the Willys Corporation was trying to figure out what to do with all these extra parts and how to market it to the American consumer. So they geared it toward American farmers. These Jeeps were rough and tough, and so they come out with different implements besides a basic Jeep. I mean, these are all heavy-duty Dana 44s, rear ends and front ends, 4 cylinders. But they also had a power takeoff offered off the transfer case. And you could get a saw mount on the back. I think it was a winch offered. And plows. You could put a plow back there and plow your fields with the Jeep. That's how they marketed it to the American farmer. And it never really took off. A few people tried them. Of course, figured out, hey, tractor is better. So anyway, this was the first year they used military stuff, and it was and they tried to switch over and make it look a little bit less military-ish. I guess that's be a word. And it's the first year with the raised up hood. They had to raise the hood up. I'll show you that in a little bit. Had to raise the hood up because of the carburetor and overhead valves. So they had to make a little room for that. So anyway, let's get to changing this oil. Let me get this thing loose. This ought to be interesting. Oh yeah, wasn't very tight. Sorry if my hand was in the way. Let's see if we can do this without getting it all over the place here. Yeah, I moved you. I hit you. Here we go. No way. We're going to have to do it this way, maybe. Maybe not. It's kind of awkward for me to get in here. Here we go. This is better. Let me get my hand on this pan just in case it shoots out of there. I don't want to go all over the place here in my garage. It's close. Bingo. So while that's draining, no, it don't hold a whole lot. Back then they didn't hold anything. So let me take you off your mount. Let's do that. Let me go get a wrench. Let's see. It's always the wrong one. There it is, a 5/8. So we slowly crack that loose. Take that off. Alright, I'm back. I figured out that oil is not going to drain because it comes in right here on the inside where my finger is. Goes all around the filter in there and builds up on the inside of the filter, which is inside of this, and comes out the top, I believe. No, I'm wrong. Because the bolt goes down in here like so, so it holds it in. Alright, I decided to clean all that oil out of there, just to look down in there and get all the dirty oil out. And there is a piece down there. It's not part of the filter. It is like just a spacer with fingers on the side. It's got open holes on the side to let as the oil comes in here on the side right there, goes all around the filter, soaks through the filter, comes out the inside of the filter and goes down and comes out and goes down around them fingers and goes down to the bottom, drains down to the case down in the, I believe it's a timing chain down there. Yeah, I believe it is. Dribbles down on the timing chain. So let's set you up here and we'll get this filter back in there and go from there. I really don't care much for this filter. It's upside down. I just don't know about it. I don't think it's... I just don't see how it's going to work myself. I think it goes in that hole right there on the side is what it does. Yeah, just like that. Now that way. Set some light up on this. The filter kit came with a new flap gasket, which goes up here. I'll have to get the old pick out. There it is. Let's put the new one in the best we can. And try to get it all put on there without it falling out. That ought to be fun. Like it worked. Let's get the big bolt. If it don't work, it'll let you know. There'll be oil spewing all over the place. My caps, I'm OCD, I guess, about this. You want the fram filter and that part in the front. Yeah. We take a wrench, snug it down. Yeah, that's good. So there. Clean it up, look nice. There we go. Good and shiny. Alright, now let's go plug the pan back up. Put some oil in it. Alright, try to get you set up here. I've got a terrible glare from outside, so that's why I got you set up at another weird angle. Yeah, forgot a rag. Nasty. Alright, and we're back. Wipe my plug off. That's a hefty plug. Heavy duty. Let's get it stuck back in here. Snug it down good. That's good and tight. Good and tight. Take it out of the way. We'll get our light, get everything out of here. I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. I don't want to make a mess. As if it ain't already. Jeeps they're not very, they're made for rough and tough. These older Jeeps are. Not like the newer ones, it's all kind of more of a car-ish. These were made for beating and banging. But I don't do that with mine. Alright, let's ease this out of here. Alright, we'll come back and we'll be up on top putting oil in. Alright, let's pull this dandy dipstick out. That's long enough. Looks like they've added something to it, or had something added to it right there in time at the factory. I'm guessing they added a longer dipstick to it to deal with this overhead valve. So we'll lay it to the side. Put the funnel in. We'll adjust you a little bit here. Alright. Like I said, this takes straight 30 weight. That's what the book calls for, and you can actually put just about any kind of, you put 10W30, 30 weight, calls for a bunch. Depends on the temperature. The straight 30 weight is the most common, widest range. And I think it takes 4 quarts, but we'll check it as we go, just to make sure. I know it takes at least 3, so we'll put 3 in, check it, see where we're at. Kind of thick compared to oil nowadays. It's like my new truck, it takes 0W20 and it's like water. Good. And no, I don't, I'm not an advocate for Pennzoil or anything. It's just the oil I always used. And I'm like everybody else, I kind of stick with the oil that I always have done. So the one that I'm pouring in now makes 3. Come on. Trying to pour too fast, I guess. Yeah, I know we're gonna take 4. Ain't no way it takes 3 quarts. I think everything back then just took 4 quarts. Burning up today. So this will make number 4. Let that drain. And we'll check it with a dipstick. Here we go. See where we're at. We are right at the top of the operating range. Right there where it says, you can see I got the funnel on my other hand here. Let's see if I can do it. You can see that's the low mark right here. There's full mark. And that's what we're setting at. It's this full right here. We're just a little low. Let's start it up, get everything going, see what we look like. The voltage regulator there. That's the big fancy air cleaner. It's got oil on the bottom of it down here. Right here is the oil pan that draws the air through it and cleans it. And that's the big fancy carburetor. So there'll be more videos on this as we do other things. Thinking about putting a top on it since we all got wet last night. Drove around a little bit. So I'll get a top and put on it this winter. We'll probably make a video on that. Alright. And hey people, thanks for watching this to the end. Please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video and all the others I do and this content. This is just some of the stuff I do around here at Halfway Farms and Outdoors. And please share with your friends and say, hey, this guy's got interesting content. He's getting better. He's just getting started. And different stuff. I like old stuff. I like new stuff. And I like tinkering. So I'll show you some work stuff, show you some farming stuff, show you some of my hobby stuff. And we'll go from there. So until next time, see ya.